Kevin Landrigan with the Telegraph. You know, a lot of attention's been paid, and rightfully so, at the top of the ballot in Tuesday's primary. What's real interesting to see is how many contested primaries there are on the Republican side for the New Hampshire House. And this is all about both political strategy and the dynamics of this election. Why are there so many primaries on the Republican side in Nashua and many communities across the state? For the 200 House districts where elections will be held, more than 75 of them have Republican primaries. Less than 10 statewide have Democratic primaries. Why is this so? First, you really have to talk about the enthusiasm and momentum that Republicans feel going into this presidential election. When the party is in power and the president's running for re-election and there is no primary, there's a lot less activity on that majority party side, as we saw in January when we had the huge record turnout for a Republican race won by Mitt Romney. Even though all Republicans didn't support Mitt Romney, the party is very well united behind him and feels there's a very good chance of New Hampshire going red this November. And as such, through all those presidential campaigns, not just Mitt Romney's, all of them were recruiting activists. And what better way to stay involved after you've worked on a primary than run for the legislature? That's one factor. Second, you have House Speaker Bill O'Brien fighting for survival to remain as Speaker of the House. Right now it looks fine. With 290 Republicans out of 400 seats, he doesn't have any problem. After November, it could be a different story. So he's worked very hard with his team to get all his supporters who first support him for Speaker to run again. He's been successful in getting almost all of them to file. As well, that conservative Republican majority has made no bones about it. They, along with some interest groups, have gone after moderates who remain in the Republican caucus in the House. Folks not in the Nashua area, but folks like Susan Emerson over in Ringe and Tony Soltani in Epsom. Both of them face contested primaries. That's not as much a factor in the Nashua area, frankly, because most of the greater Nashua Republicans supported Bill O'Brien for Speaker, and they were a big force for him. So what else may be happening on the Republican side? As I said about the enthusiasm, you've seen some Nashua Republicans in particular, some of whom served in the legislature before, like Tom Lanzara in Ward 1, who've decided with this great majority and the number of achievements of the Republican leadership in the legislature, I want to be involved. So he has filed again to run. What about the Democratic strategy? It's been clear from the beginning, and it's their tried and true formula. When they were in minority years ago and when they took the majority for the first time in 2006 in 100 years. And that strategy is to find the best candidates and fill the most number of seats for them and have the fewest primaries possible. Democrats have been famous for this, and they continued that tradition. They convinced almost all of the 100 House Democrats who got defeated 2 years ago to run again. That helped fill up the slate. In addition, they've surgically and strategically recruited Democrats they think who can win and filed them as their best foot forward, and hoping that they don't have a primary, and almost all of them did not. And what's interesting is statewide, while there are many more Republican candidates on the ballot Tuesday, the Democrats actually succeeded in filling slightly more than the Republicans did of the 400 available seats. So on Tuesday we'll tell us which strategy, begin to tell us at least, which strategy really works. The Democrats that don't want primaries but want the best candidates, Republicans that want enthusiasm, competition, yielding to the best majority they can elect this November. We won't know until November, but Tuesday will give us some clues. This is Kevin Landrigan at the Nashua Telegraph. Thanks for watching.